free agency, it was epic. It was amazing. A lot of crazy amounts of money was thrown around. A lot of players got paid this year. A lot of players got paid. A lot of organizations said, we're blowing money fast. Okay, we're going to unleash and unload all this money on a lot of players. I'm happy for the players out there. But one player in particular is struggling. The streets are real out here. The struggle is real for Dennis the Menace. He turned down an $84 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers and thought that he overplayed his hand. He overplayed the market. He thought that the New York Knicks were going to offer him a $100 million contract. He thought that a lot of teams that were needing point guards was going to offer him $100 million. And a lot of these teams have already filled that spot, particularly at the point guard position. And now Dennis Schröder is taking a page from your boy Montrezl Harrell. Now, there's a lot of sources out there that suggest that he's going to sign a 2-year deal, and that second year is going to be a player option with the Boston Celtics. That's how dire straits Dennis is right now. He's looking at a 2-year deal. He's going to take a page from Montrezl Harrell, and he's going to sign a 2-year deal with a player option to go to the Boston Celtics. If this rumor turns out to be true, if the sources are correct, to me, I think he's doing a disservice to himself because he's not a facilitator type of point guard. He's a shoot first and ask questions later point guard. And I just don't see how his style and his talent matches up with the talent that's on the Boston Celtics, okay? Jason Tatum and them boys, Jaylen Brown and them, I just don't understand how this dynamic is going to work. Are they going to have something like, well, one night you can be the man, another night you could be the... Are they going to be taking turns on who's going to get the most points? They still need a point guard that's going to help balance things, particularly with the ball. You got a lot of ISO players on the Boston Celtics, and I just don't understand how that dynamic is going to fit. Now, me personally, if it's dire straits for Dennis, and he and his agent and himself is going like, look, all the money's dried up. Nobody's not going to pay you $100 million this year, maybe next year. Let's just play for next year, okay? That's a good strategy. However, if you're going to sign 1-year, 2-year deals, then why not go to the Los Angeles Clippers, all right? Here's several reasons why I feel like you should go west, young man. And if money is not an issue right now, and if you're ready to take a discount now, then why not the Clippers, okay? When you look at Kawhi Leonard, he's not going to play this year, even though even though he hasn't came back on a time frame on when he's coming back. If they do make it to the playoffs, we probably won't see Kawhi Leonard until the finals. But knowing Kawhi Leonard, if he's not 110%, he's not going to step on that court, meaning he's probably going to miss out the whole entire NBA regular season and as well as the playoffs. So when you look at the Clippers, they're going to need another scorer. They're going to need another talented player. They already signed Reggie Jackson, but if you look at it, they're going to need another scorer. And why not Dennis Schröder? I mean, that's just my opinion. I think he should go to the Clippers. He can prove his worth. He can prove his weight with the LA Clippers for 1 year. And he'll have a player option. He's going to leave at the end of season's end with the Los Angeles Clippers, and he's going to go right back into the market. And teams that needing a point guard at that particular time, if they have enough money, they'll probably kick the tires around and see if they want to max out Dennis. Maybe the New York Knicks, after signing Kemba Walker and seeing how that dynamic was going to work with the New York Knicks playing 1 year. Is that going to work out right? Are they going to buy him out? You just don't know about the future. So teams that have already settled on the point guard position now, you don't know how they're going to be thinking and how they're going to be feeling a year from now with their newly signed point guard. Now, Alonzo Ball, he's not going anywhere. He's going to stay with the Chicago Bulls, okay? But when you look at the landscape of other teams, and they may not have question marks at the point guard position, but they probably are not confident in their selection of their point guard. And maybe a cat like Dennis Schröder, they may kick the tires around and maybe max him out, and yada yada yada. So I just think that was a good dynamic, a good discussion. Also, if you're still listening, Kevin Durant signed an extension with the I'm about to say the Boston Celtics, the Brooklyn Nets. He's going to be with the Brooklyn Nets, so that's one of the big three that Brooklyn has already signed. I'm pretty sure Kyrie Irving is going to sign by probably next summer around this time. Now, the question mark may be on James Harden. Maybe James Harden might want to take his talents elsewhere. But knowing him, he's probably just going to get a nice, decent contract with the Brooklyn Nets. All right. But you never know. He's the wild card out of the three that I feel like out of the three, he's probably the one that's probably going to move on to other things. As well as, I told you about Kawhi Leonard. He signed a 1-year deal with the Clippers. So the speculation of him possibly leaving the Clippers, we don't have to worry about that until another year. But like I told you guys in several videos, I don't see Kawhi going anywhere. He's going to sign a max contract with the Clippers. He's going to remain with the Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers have moved hell and high water for Kawhi Leonard. He's comfortable with the organization. He has trust in the organization. So there's no red flags, in my opinion, like that was waving around, particularly when he was a member with the San Antonio Spurs. He wasn't real confident in the organization over there, and he demanded a trade. They traded him to the Toronto Raptors, and in that same calendar year, he won a chip for the Toronto Raptors, and then he took his talents to Los Angeles. I don't see him really going anywhere or pairing up with anybody. I think he's fully confident and happy of what the Los Angeles Clippers organization has done thus far. So they got him under contract for this year. Next year around this time, they'll be squeezing him into a bigger contract. And he could probably get up to like $200+ million. So, yeah, that's all I got for this video, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm up out of here. Deuces.